Just flashback and Imogen. You're sitting at your desk on exam day, heart pounding and palms a little sweaty. You see the first question and think, if only I had a higher IQ, I wouldn't be so nervous. It's a thought we've all had at some point, worrying that maybe we're just not smart enough. But here's a secret. Exam performance isn't about being born with genius-level IQ. It's about something much more controllable and powerful. Think about it. You know someone who skates by with minimal effort and somehow aces every test, right? And then there's someone else who secretly works their butt off and suddenly makes a 20-point jump on their exam grade. What's the difference? It's not that one was born smarter. It's how they approach learning and preparation. I remember when I was in school, I was convinced my grades were doomed by some fixed IQ number. Then I met a friend who was a C student, just like I was. One day, he told me his confidence had shot up because he changed just one thing. He started studying a little bit every day instead of cramming the night before. A few months later, he was consistently scoring A's. Not because he got smarter overnight, but because he developed better habits and the right mindset. Watching that change in my friend was like watching a superpower in action. So what exactly is this magic ingredient? It goes by many names. Mindset, discipline, grit, motivation, they're all part of the same idea. It's really your attitude and approach to learning. Experts call it a growth mindset, meaning you believe your abilities can grow with effort. It used to be that kids thought intelligence was fixed, like your height. But now we know the brain is more like a muscle. The more you train it, by learning, practicing, even by making mistakes and trying again, the stronger it gets. Here's a surprising fact. Neuroscientists have shown our brains physically change when we learn new things. Think of it like lifting weights for your brain. Every time you study or solve a problem, your brain builds new connections, just like muscle fibers after a workout. So if you put in the work, your brain literally grows in capability. That means the difference between a so-so test score and an awesome one often comes down to whether you've been training your brain wisely, not how many points you got in an IQ test. Let's get real for a second. Life isn't fair, and some people seem to get instant results with hardly any effort. That kid in class who never studies and always scores above 90 might make it look like it's all about raw brain power. But guess what? If you asked them, you might learn they have been playing academic tennis with the ball of knowledge their whole life. In other words, they may have habits you don't see. Maybe they read for fun at home, maybe they stayed curious about the world, or maybe they know how to take great notes. That's not magic IQ, that's good preparation and curiosity. And on the flip side, I bet you've seen someone who seems really clever but suddenly flunked a test. How could that happen to someone smart? Because intelligence alone can't save you from bad study habits or stress. Let's say a smart student waits till 2 a.m. to cram. By that point, their brain is tired, stress hormones are raging, and it just can't process new info well. The next day, their mind is foggy. The exam performance will look average, even if they have a high IQ. It's like having a Ferrari in a muddy field. Potential's there, but you need the right conditions to race. Now imagine flipping that script. Picture someone who might feel average in class, but the night before the test, they organise their notes, do a quick review, get a full night's sleep, and wake up drinking water and feeling ready. On exam day, their mind is clear, calm, and prepared. Who do you think will perform better? That's why night before study marathons and exam stress can be a losing strategy. It's not because they don't have a genius brain, it's because the brain needs care and consistency, not panic. Let me share a quick story. I once knew a student, I'll call her Sam, who always said, "I'm just not smart enough for science." She barely passed her quizzes all year, believing her IQ was to blame. But Sam was a hard worker and incredibly curious about the world. I encouraged her to try something different. We set up a simple routine. Every evening she spent 20 minutes making flashcards of what she learned in class, and another 20 minutes before bed reviewing them. She also told herself, "Every mistake means I just learned one more step on the way to understanding." Fast forward a few months, Sam went from D's to B's in science class. Her secret? Not a sudden huge brain upgrade, but steady effort, review, and a positive attitude. Sam discovered that she could beat those self-doubts. It really boils down to this: consistency and resilience beat raw IQ every time. Consistency means doing a little bit regularly, studying a manageable slice each day instead of cramming. Resilience means not giving up when things get tough. Say you bombed your first math test. That stings, right? But it's not defeat unless you stop trying. A growth mindset sees that failure as feedback. You learned some weak spots, and now you know exactly what to review. So you pick yourself up, adjust your strategy, and tackle those problems again. Over time, this attitude of bounce back turns even a not-so-smart start into great success. Think of it this way: what's one thing a great coach preaches to an athlete? Work on your process, your habits, and your mindset. Very few elite athletes ever say, "Well, I can't train because I wasn't born with the muscles." Instead, they say, "I will train harder, smarter, and keep pushing my limits." You should treat your brain the same way. If a basketball player shoots free throws daily to get better, you can review vocabulary words or solve a couple of math problems daily to get better at exams. Also, let's talk about motivation. When you connect your study material to something you care about, learning becomes way easier. Think about your favorite game or sport. You're not born a champion. You become one by loving it, practicing it bit by bit, and learning from each challenge. Apply that to subjects that bore you. If you pretend that biology is a fascinating mystery about your own body, or that history is like an epic story full of characters, questions will start sticking in your mind better because your brain is engaged and interested. The more interested you are, the more you will remember, regardless of your IQ. And here's another mundane but powerful truth: sleep and rest are huge. Your grandma always said, "Get a good night's sleep," but she knew what she was talking about. While you sleep, your brain sorts through everything you learned and stores it in memory. Skipping sleep to study actually hurts performance. So if you're worried about that final exam, fix your sleep, eat well, and maybe even exercise a little. Those aren't just healthy for your body, they sharpen your mind. It's one of those simple things that smarter people already do instinctively. Now, I know it can feel hard to break out of a fixed mindset. It's like your brain has convinced you that your fate is sealed by some number on a chart. But here's a thought. What if you took that power away from IQ and put it into your own hands? Because the truth is, you control 1,000,000 times more about your success than any IQ test does. You control how much effort you put in, what resources you use, how you practice, and how you deal with frustration. You call the shots on your habits. So next time someone or something, maybe even you, starts blaming IQ for a bad grade, shake it off. Remind yourself that this one thing matters more: your growth mindset and actions. Each page you read, each summary you write, each question you tackle builds up like compound interest. Eventually, those efforts pay off with higher scores and confidence. It might seem small day by day, but over weeks and months, you become a stronger learner. And hey, sometimes you need a little belief boost. You are capable, genuinely. Everyone who's written on history, done a science lab, or solved a math equation started with that one first step. They all improved, not because they were geniuses from the start, but because they put in the work and believed they could improve. You can too. Thank you so much for listening. If you found this helpful, hit the like button or subscribe for more tips on learning and life. Maybe share in the comments, what study habit are you going to try today? Remember, it's not about IQ, it's about you and your mindset. Keep pushing forward and watch how far you can go. See you next time.